Time to go riding. Everything's all hooked up. Some new parts for the GP1800R. Be in future videos, getting rid of the white, the back, and the front. Welcome back, Beowulf Nation. I'm Beowulf, back at it with another video. Here at that new spot, figured to try this out with the Yamaha GP1800R. So I got an option. I could go right or I could go left. I think I'm gonna go left. So I went both ways last video with the RXP-X. I think I'm just gonna hang out this way. The hard thing is just this long no wake thing. It's like you gotta, man, it takes forever. But if you're new to the channel, I'm Beowulf. I do jet ski videos, and today I'm in my 2019 Yamaha GP1800R out here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It is crazy. It is like the mid 70s right now. It looks super overcast. So actually the water is extremely cold. So I do have the whole wetsuit. I was debating if I should just wear just not the jacket part, but I was just like, well, I know I'm gonna get wet. Rather feel comfortable to be super cold, but I'm actually super hot right now. I want to cool off. I would not be wearing the full piece if it was normally 70 degrees. The weird thing is each day it's kind of bipolar. We're having really warm weather, and then it's going to drop being cold for a couple days, and then rain for a bunch of days, and then warm back up. So it's kind of the mercy of the weather, what is all going on being out here. But hey, there's no complaints. I'm glad to be out here. Glad to bring you guys along for the ride. I know a lot of my subscribers, you guys are all in cold climates where you can't ride, so I'm bringing you some action 24/7, almost every day. I try to get out as much as I can, but it's nice to be out here riding and trying new spots in the area too, which is kind of, I think, what's lucky about where I'm at. There's a lot of options to ride on the Intracoastal Waterway that will bring you in different areas. Originally, when I first moved down here, I was going really long distances to get places, and now kind of where you figure out all these boat ramps. The big thing is a lot of boat ramps, it's worth where you come there without your trailer first time, just to scope what it's all like. This spot here, I came here one day and just kind of scoped it out to see that it was easy to get at and how everything was and where you park, instead of coming to a new spot which you have no idea where you're parking, how it all is set up, you know, if you can actually launch there, whatnot. So this is one of these big giant swing bridges that open up. If you're not familiar with that, but this bridge swings straight open to let massive boats travel through here. So those other giant boats you see in past videos travel down the same way down the Intercoastal Waterway. So somebody has to be operating this 24/7. They have shifts, and because you never know who's coming through. And crazy thing too is with the tide will be a difference where you could actually reach this, or where it's right now, like you probably couldn't really reach it if I was standing up. And it has like the height monitor too of whatnot. I'm glad to be out here, glad to bring you guys along. For your existing subscriber, man, hit that bell notification, get notified. We're almost out of this no wake zone. I just tell you, I have patience, but I don't have this patience with this no wake zones, but you know, it's what you have to do. And I tell you, the weirdest thing is when you see these logs where it's like, you can tell that isn't alligator like, but I know people spotted alligators in this spot. Usually they'd be hiding and up in those areas right there. If I was an alligator, that's where I'd be, up in all that thicket area, places like that. All right, we're out of that no wake zone. So I just want to share one quick thing. So originally, I don't know if you can really see, so all these houses used to be on ground level like the one back. And when Hurricane Florence happened, it flooded so much they rose. That was a house on foundation, rose it up high, lifted it. Same with other ones. But see the house with the green lights? Can you see the house with the green lights? Originally, I was gonna buy that house. It had its own private boat ramp. I was obsessed about buying the house because I thought, oh, this would be so cool. Well, everything was new inside there, and they admitted that the thing flooded hurricane a couple years before that. Well, that part where you see the second floor, the water was all the way up to there. All these houses were underwater when Hurricane Florence, and I totally dodged the bullet without buying that house. But I would have been like, right, just they had their own private boat ramp, like right this old cul-de-sac. You get right in. I'll show you guys where you come out of. The only thing I was always a little concerned too, besides knowing the house could flood, it's a pretty narrow area to be traveling through with debris and whatnot, but that's where it was. And I thought like that was so cool that you'd been like right there, you wouldn't have to leave your neighborhood to go in the water. And I'm glad I didn't buy the house. I'm happy where I live, having a 3-car garage house. Super rare here in South Carolina. Other places it's common, but here it's really rare. I've been riding this, I've been getting like a pain in my knee. I stretched before getting in, but it's just really recently I've been getting a pain every time riding this thing. Get a little stretch in. There we go. But I'll tell you, it's crazy riding out here. The interesting thing is, a subscriber told me over the summer there was a whole pot of dolphins going up here, and this is completely fresh water. There was a dolphin found dead up in the Waccamaw River, which is just south of there, then going way up that way. And it was found dead over the summer and stuff. See, really, you don't know what you'll ever see coming out here. This is a kind of fun spot. It gives it kind of you guys a different view of what this area is like, because you go to one area and it looks completely different, and then you got this area where this is more like homes here, than other areas that they're like the major mansion homes. Kind of interesting how all the different properties sell for it. The interesting thing, some of those homes back we were looking at, some of the ones that are on the water were selling for crazy money, and after how much flooding they had the last hurricane, I saw a couple on the market that were so like really cheap for what they sell for. What I remember was in the market looking at homes. It'd be so cool to live right on the water, but when you have like flooding and hurricanes and all that, where the flooding gets real high, it's not worth it, because the majority of the time then you can't live in the house when it all happens. So good thing is a lot of people stay and they rebuild and probably play an arm and a leg for insurance if you're doing that, but it's good. It'd be nice to live on the water. I think those homes where you're higher off the ground, that'd be pretty nice. I like that I can take my stuff out and then put it in the garage, and it's not sitting outside the elements. That's probably like my thing I like. I like everything to be kept in the garage, you know, nothing's left outside, and then it's whenever you want to ride, you go wherever you want. The hard thing is if you had like a dock and you were on the water all the time, that's just where you'd be in one spot. I'm lucky, I could go anywhere I want to go riding, so that's kind of the big plus. And then now it's the long no wake zone to get back to the dock.